afternoon, South Africa, and a very warm welcome to you. This is Afternoon Express. My name is Jeannie D, and isn't it a great day to be having a great day?
It's such a great day to be having a great day. It is Thursday, which means it's quarter to the weekend, which is like my favorite time of the week. Good afternoon, South Africa. My name is Falisa Tembe, and we are ready to bring you nothing but the best.
So if you are that type of person that loves creativity and sheer imagination, we have got multiple treats in the studio for you today. We meet singer and songwriter Boss Cassie. The fiery artist first gained acclaim when she collaborated on the single Move For Me with rapper Custard.
And I like the way you move for me. I love that song so much. It's also Fashion Express Thursdays. And we have fashion designer Rifule Montwa, who will be showcasing her debut collection. And then we meet the women behind the Free State Fashion Week, as well as multiple platforms that are aimed at empowering young creatives in design art. Who's Candy Smith.
Amazing. Now, since we last had singer-songwriter Tubbsy in the studio, she's basically grown in leaps and bounds after receiving 3 SAMA nominations for her collaboration with Custard. Her distinct, sultry voice, charming stage personality, and crossover appeal makes her a force to be reckoned with. I love her. She will be performing her brand new single a little bit later on in the show. But first, let's have a look at some of her best music.
Treat me like royalty, black diamond, the rarest you'll ever find. You wanna hold my hand, you wanna be my man. You say you wanna take me to Ghana, show me up to his mama. You say you wanna take me to Lagos, introduce me to Tiwa, take me to Dubai. I'm Pategate, I'm his African queen. He wanna love me. One by my shoulder, one by my finger, one by my hips. Kiss me on my lips. He said that I'm his African queen. He wanna love me.
Ah, my sweet lady, the fairest of them all. Tubbsy, welcome back to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me back.
We've missed you. The last time you were here, we did a cook-along.
Yes, we
did. And we must have inspired you because since then you've gotten married.
I have, yeah. I think my cooking skills, the ones that I learned on your show,
exactly.
got me the ring.
That sealed you the deal.
They got me the ring, yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You have had such a completely busy year.
Yes.
So, new album coming out, but you've just released the single, finally.
Yes, finally.
What is it about?
Finally is what I call the ultimate breakup to negativity song.
Amazing.
It's just one of those, it's like an anthem for choosing yourself over a situation that's not for you.
Great message.
And that can be a relationship, a friendship, employment environment, a job, exactly. So it's about putting yourself first.
Did you film that music video in Ethiopia?
Yes, I did.
So it was, and I believe it was for the plane that went down.
Yes, so we shot it literally a month to the date that the plane went down, a month before, sorry. So, and we were also on Ethiopian Airlines, the crew and I, and so we just felt like it would be fitting to kind of dedicate the video to the lives that were lost in that plane crash.
Yeah, devastating.
Yeah.
Ethiopia is amazing. What a beautiful place to travel to.
Beautiful.
Wow, what was the highlight for you?
We traveled to about 4 cities actually.
Yeah.
And I just think all the major locations that we shot in were absolutely beautiful. The people are also really sweet.
Yeah. It's a very, I hold Ethiopia very, very close to my heart. It's a very special place.
Very.
Then, I mean, you can't see Tubbsy without noticing that she's literally got the most amazing body in the world. And now you've launched Girls with Gains.
Yes.
Tell me all,
so
because I'm joining.
You should.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of got a lot of requests to what do you eat and how often do you go to gym? And I thought, it'd be really great. So myself and a friend of mine, Sia, we started this platform called Girls with Gains. And it's pro-women, but not anti-men. And it's just about like really busy girls doing their thing, but still wanting to lead a healthy lifestyle. And we have a very holistic approach to it. So our boot camps are very niche. No boot camp is the same. We've literally had pole dancing, we've had self-defense classes, we've had mental health talk. So a very holistic approach to health.
Okay, I'm coming. I'm coming to some of your, definitely. I love Girls with Gains. How much do you even lift, bro? And then you're just doing so much for young women at the moment in South Africa. Tell me about your entertainment company, Songbird.
Yes, so I started my own record label. I call it a record label, but I'm not signing anyone, so please don't ask me. I'm still trying to figure it out. But it's called Songbird Entertainment, and it's just kind of my hub for all the creative things that I want to do. And I am very pro-woman, so I employ only females. My entire band is female. my management, all the way down, is all
90% of the people that work for you are female.
90.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
Why is it important for you to do that?
You know, I'm in an industry that's you know, where you see men more than you see women, and when I say that, there are a lot of female singers and rappers, you know, but when you get on stage, you don't see like female drummers and bassists and engineers, and so I made it a point to go and find girls that are doing that, so that if a girl's, you know, in the crowd and she wants to play the drums, perhaps she sees a woman doing that and says, oh my gosh, I don't have to only sing and or rap to be on stage.
And can I tell you the impact of what that does? I remember going to a Lenny Kravitz concert. Lenny Kravitz's drummer is a girl your size. But let me tell you, she plays drums and then stands. But she kills it, and then she plays the drums like that. It is the most inspiring thing to watch. After you watch that woman play drums, you want to play the drums. The same, I think, as when people watch you perform, all they want to do is be the next Tubsy. Thank you so much for being here. I can't wait for your performance.
Thank you so much. I'm excited.
Always special having you.
Looking like a golden goddess. We've asked you if you've got any questions for Tabsy, and we've got Ntsako Baloy, who says, hello, Tabsy. How do you choose your friends and stay true to yourself?
Hi, Ntsako. I always say I think my friends choose me. You know, I have the same friends that I've had since primary school and probably, like, you know, high school. My circle is really small, and they help to keep me grounded and stay true to myself.
Amazing. And one of your friends made your outfit. So
yes, one of my friends. Shout out to Udi. Thank you.
Very talented friends you have.
I need some of those friends. Now, after the break, radio personality Catherine Greenfeld shares her wisdom on how you can monetize your brand. Plus, we meet Neo song singer Boss Cassie. See you after the break.
makes me very happy. Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, it has certainly been a month of empowerment and wisdom sharing at Old Mutual's Amped Studios, especially as we round off Women's Month. Now, one of the highlights has been the exceptionally practical and informative Amped Masterclasses hosted by Catherine Grenfell, one of SA's most beloved radio personalities, with an amazing rich history of over 19 years worth of experience in the music industry. Check this out.
In the heart of Johannesburg, Newtown, at the Old Mutual Amped Icon Sessions to engage in a very informative masterclass led by industry insider Catherine Grenfell. Let's step inside and join her. Catherine, you've been in the industry for 19 years now. I mean, how is it possible for you to plan for a career that you have that staying power?
Everything is evolving all of the time. So being open and honest in terms of how you're going to evolve, what you're thinking about. So you have to keep up with the times. You have to know what's going on. You have to know what your audience wants and wants to listen to. And that is really important, to keep on the button with everything.
Offering students and young talents a chance to learn from industry greats. The new Amped Icon Studios are a platform to help artists in their careers, finances, and lives. How can you differentiate those that make it in the industry and those that just don't?
I think it is so important in terms of being true to yourself. Don't try and be anybody else. You are who you are. That is why you are in that certain position. I think with all of the presenters that I've worked in that have really made it, it's because people know who they are. Stand true to what you are as a brand and only align yourself with brands that match your brands.
If you don't drink alcohol and you are vocal about not drinking alcohol, don't align yourself with an alcohol brand.
The Amped Studio Masterclasses with industry-leading names offer this new generation insight and the opportunity to use it.
I think a space like this is just so incredible, where you can network, where you can learn about certain things, where you can share your stories, your experiences with other people, hear their stories and learn from it.
My biggest take home is networking is key, knowing people is key. You never know what that person could be tomorrow. You never know what that person can make for you in your destiny, in your future, in your tribe.
Everything we learn here is stuff that we're going to use in the future. So I'm excited to see how the industry is going to look like in the next 5 years because of the fruits that we are getting from here.
If you are extremely passionate about what you are doing and you love what you are doing, possibilities are endless, and there's so many people that you can work with, and every single time you work with new people, you're going to get a new experience.
My number one take home for today definitely is you are a brand. Number one takeaway for today and for tomorrow and forever.
Leading in innovation, creativity, and of course, financial stability. Thank you to Old Mutual and the Amped Studios for elevating informative women like Cathy Grenfell this Women's Month.
So awesome. The Amped Studios is a space to elevate, empower and encourage rising stars to basically develop a sustainable long-term plan for their future by offering practical financial and industry guidance and coaching. For more information on what to expect at the Old Mutual Amped Studios in September, WhatsApp 081 707 6636 or visit their Facebook page on @OldMutualSA, #AmpedStudios.
Become an investor with every swipe with the Old Mutual Money Account.
From multi-motion arms that cleans dishes from every angle to smart ThinkQ technology that allows you to control everything remotely, and even innovative technology for a quieter and more efficient wash, we've been highlighting some of the incredible features of the LG Quad Wash. And LG brand ambassador Emerson Hector is here to unpack some of the most incredible features that this machine has to offer. Welcome back to The Loft.
Thank you.
Emerson, this is one of my favorite topics because I'm all about home appliances, and the LG Quad Wash has so many great features. But right now, I want to find out more about the True Steam technology. How does this benefit your wash?
You know, when you make, for example, macaroni or cheese or lasagna, you normally get at the edging, it's cooked.
Yes.
So instead of soaking it into the zinc or so, you basically put it in, switch on your steam and it loosens all that and also breaks down the food particles. So once it rinses out, it rinses everything through the drain.
Wow.
So you don't need to soak it, and it's more time on your hands for basically doing whatever you feel like doing.
That sounds iconic to me. And another thing that I'm slowly starting to learn and getting comfortable with is the right way to pack your dishwasher.
Yes, with the LG dishwasher, our previous machines, you could only put your pots at the bottom and then your plates at a certain angle. With now, you can throw everything flat, put your pots at the back, your plates in front, even your bowls as well, your glasses on top, and also you can adjust the racks according to what plate size you got at the end of the day.
Brilliant. I mean, that easy rack for me is definitely one of the top features that I'm going to enjoy. But we also want to find out directly, what is the direct drive inverter? I mean, and how does that work in the machine?
You remember previously I spoke about our washing machine. Now the dishwasher works exactly the same principle, where your arms is connected, your motor is connected to the arms.
Okay.
So what happens is you got more space inside your dishwasher. Also, you got more, it's much more quieter, like you mentioned earlier on. And like our washing machine, you can put it next to the TV, you won't even hear the motor running.
Absolutely.
That is how quiet our direct drive motors are.
And the innovation in these 4 arms that you've placed in just kind of puts the whole thing together, don't you think?
Yeah, our previous machines had 2 arms. But now with a quad wash, or what we call it a quad wash with the 4 arms, 2 of the arms swings. So it splashes on and it squirts much faster and much more harder. So your delicates is much more handled. And also at the end of the day is you can have 2 loads washing, for example, your pots at the bottom and your delicates on top, like your glasses, and do 2 washes.
Oh, wow.
At the same time, and not breaking your glasses and your pots is clean at the end of the day.
This is to keeping your cutlery and crockery for longer. Thank you so much, Emerson, for coming through. Now, buying a new dishwasher is always an important decision, and it's a vital appliance in any household. And with the quickness of the wash cycles and the more efficient motors and steam technology, just to mention but a few, there is so much that you can wish for.
Providing enhanced coverage to clean every dish on every rack.
Now, having been raised in the Netherlands and born in Cape Town, this neo-soul singer, Boss Cassie, has gained mass acclaim after collaborating with rapper Custard on the song Move For Me. Since its release 2 months ago, the song has gained over 1 million views on YouTube. Let's take a look at one of her earlier songs.
Searching, 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 searching for the answer. Searching, 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 searching.
Oh, okay, you have such a voice that listening to you, almost, you transport people, you send them on a beautiful journey. Thank you for the music.
Thank you
are
for that.
amazing.
Thank you so much.
So, born in Cape Town,
Yes.
but lived in the Netherlands.
Yes.
What was that like?
It was so amazing. I was actually speaking to someone earlier and I was like, you know, I wish I was there like during my pre-teens, so you're not actually paying as much attention as you should be to like the history of the places. I was traveling a lot, so I really want to go back there now and just be like, wow, like this is where I live. Because when you like still a teenager, you're just like overwhelmed with friends and you're not concerned about like what's actually happening. But it was a beautiful experience, something I wouldn't change for the world.
Yeah. So you came from a family that was quite into jazz, so I suppose it was maybe only natural that you got into music.
Absolutely. My family loved listening to jazz. I think true to Cape Town form, just playing jazz music on a Sunday, cooking your food, your Cape Malay food. That was, you know, very much our family style. And there were always LPs playing, and I think that really just informed the way I heard sounds and the way it's influenced my music now as well. Yeah.
Now I've got to ask, why the name Boss Cassie? What does it mean?
So the direct translation from Afrikaans is bush, right? So bos. So it's actually bossikop, boshare, which means like big hair. You know, so
girl, I got you there.
There we go. So the reason I chose that as my stage name is because it's a way for me to always stay true to myself and my heritage and my roots, literally.
Yeah.
You know, and I take it wherever I go in the world, and people always be like, "Oh, where are you from?" And then I'll explain it. It'll always be a conversation about who I am and where I'm from, and that's very important to me.
That's beautiful. I like
Thank
that.
you.
Staying true to your roots.
Yeah,
I found a grey in my roots the other day, so I'm not keen to stay true to mine. Now, tell me about your new single, Make Me Feel. So some new singles just come out. Are we going to see a big body of work coming out soon? Say yes.
Yes, no, definitely. So the new single was just after Move For Me happened with Custard, and it's been really amazing. It's great to just release music and for the country to hear it, you know. So yeah, we're gonna get some new, a bigger body of work.
Yeah.
I would say probably early next year. Yeah. But I don't want to make promises on TV, so
no,
it's just like, you know.
But we are waiting. We are waiting because we do love your music.
Thank you.
I really enjoy your choices when it comes to who you collaborate with. Obviously, the Casper collaboration was amazing, but you've also collaborated with Die Heuvels Fantasties.
Yes.
Are they amazing to work with?
That was such a beautiful experience, very unexpected.
Yeah.
You know, you would say. Die Heuvels and then myself and Spook Matambo.
Yeah.
So a very unexpected collaboration, but I love collaborations like that because I think it just, you dive into the deep end and you really have to just go with the music. You know, you have to trust the music, trust yourself and trust the process. So that was really beautiful, and what we came up with was really, and they're so fun to work with. Oh my goodness, it was so much fun.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, we're so grateful that you are here, and we cannot wait for your performance a little bit later.
Awesome.
You honestly have the most beautiful voice.
Thank you
What
so
does South Africa want to know, Pali?
Absolutely. We've asked you if you've got any questions for Boss Cassie, and we've got Nolby here who says, who is your role model in the music industry? Afternoon Express.
My role model in the music industry? Well, there's a few. I think so in South Africa, there's Nonko Piri, Saki Ibrahim, and the list goes on and on and on. And internationally, I think it's Leanne Lahavas, Georgia Smith at the moment. I'm absolutely loving her. And yeah, there's so many. Wow, I would be here forever if I had to name them all.
I absolutely love Georgia Smith too, girl. She just released a song with Burna Boy, fire. So you definitely have to collaborate with her. Now, Sabric CEO Kalyani Pillay discusses how we can avoid falling victim to the multi-scams after the break. Plus, Boss Cassie serenades us with her soulful voice.
Express yourself.
Cold like a winter evening, feeling autumn breeze.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Stepping into the spotlight is Boss Cassie with her song, Make Me Feel. Take it away.
I need you to vibe with me. You make me feel, 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 you make me feel hot like a summer's day, cold like a winter evening. I'm feeling autumn breezes. Springtime is my vibe. Hot like a summer's day, cold like a winter evening. I'm feeling autumn breezes. Springtime is my vibe. Feeling like butter. But I don't need more than one-nighters. I said you light my fire, my only desire. You're taking me higher. I need more than one-nighters. So can we get it on tonight? You can take me home tonight. You can turn me on tonight. We can get it on tonight. So can we get it on tonight? You can take me home tonight. You can turn me on tonight. We can get it on tonight. Yes, you make me feel. 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 Hot like a summer's day, cold like a winter evening. I'm feeling the autumn breezes. Springtime is my vibe. Hot like a summer's day, cold like a winter evening. I'm feeling autumn breezes. Springtime is my vibe. Sitting like after all that we've been through, you can tell the way that I feel when I sing about you. I'm flying higher, higher than ever before. So if you're coming with me, come through and shut that door. What's that?
Innovative everywhere. We are Sabric.
ATM fraud is something that is extremely prevalent in South Africa, which we are constantly being informed to remain alert and aware at all times. And one scam that seems to be gaining in popularity is the Muti scam. So we have Sabric CEO Kiliani Pillay back in the loft to chat to us about how we can protect ourselves from these types of scams. Welcome back to the loft, Kiliani.
Thank you, Pelisa.
Kiliani, it seems like these fraudsters will do absolutely anything to gain access to our money. So how are they doing this now with the Muti scam?
Well, what they do with the Muti scam is that they pretend that somebody has actually marked you with a particular device or a particular substance, so they come over and they have somebody who's a part of the syndicate with them that comes over and very gently would put these marks against you, either a black mark or somewhere on your handbag or somewhere or the other on you. And then they alert you to it and they say, oh my gosh, look, the money is now marked. So you sort of got this view already that there's a problem. So they do this so that they can alert you to the fact that, there's a possibility your money is going to be stolen. you need to hand over the money to them so that they can put this money into an envelope, or even at times they've even called people into a car and they've gone in and they've said to them, look, this is what's happened, and you can go ahead and hand over the money to them, and they're going to put it into an envelope, and they seal it and they give it back to you, and they say to you, put it in your handbag or into your pocket and go home and don't open it until you get home. And of course, you're so terrified about having to lose this money that you don't even realize that there's no money in there. They've actually taken this money. So it's really terrible, because that's really what they go ahead and do. You know, they pretend to be somebody who's alerting you to a scam, when in fact that in itself is a scam.
They are the scammers themselves.
Absolutely, absolutely.
It seems like they use fear to instill in you.
Yes.
What else can these fraudsters seem to gain from the scam?
Well, look, at the end of the day, what they're trying to do is they're trying to manipulate you into giving them the money. They do whatever they can to make sure they can get hold of that money, put it into an envelope, or go to another place and say to you, look, we're going to put this money into a bag, we're going to give it to you, don't open it. And so basically that's what it is, really about them wanting to scam you into believing that this is now how you're going to be protecting the money. So it's really, it's not only about the black note that could be against your bag or against your coat. It could be anything else, but they'll pretend that somebody's actually marked you, because like I say, they are part of a syndicate that has a number of people that are in it, and of course they would get different people to do different things to alert you to the fact that there's this so-called marking
this
of the
muti
money.
that you've been cursed
yes,
with now.
Absolutely.
And why is this type of scam more prevalent over the festive season?
Well, I think it's because they know generally over festive season, people generally would draw more money. People would go and withdraw monies at an ATM, and so they know that people have got money with them. And so it's one of the ways that they can try and get you to give them that kind of money. So really, it's really about you giving them the kind of ability to do that.
So Keliani, I also believe that you have to arm yourself with tools against certain things. So what should we look out for? What are the warning signs when you are around an ATM and you are around lots of money?
Well, absolutely is never ever to listen to anybody who tells you that. The minute they tell you that your money's been marked, even if you see that there's black marks against your clothes or against your bag or somewhere, just don't believe them at all. It's all part of wanting to make you afraid, to make you to be fearful of the fact that your money would be stolen. So just ignore them. Go away. Don't take your money out in front of anybody at all. Just go away as far as possible from them.
Thank you so much again, Keliani, for coming by. Now, bank customers continue to fall victim to these type of ATM crimes, which is why we need to always keep alert at all times. Next week, Keliani is back in the loft to discuss telephonic technical support scams and what we should look out for to avoid these types of scams.
Now, sometimes simplicity speaks volumes, and nothing beats a classic dessert after a delicious meal. Now, our Clover Classic Custard lemon and blueberry cheesecake is one mouth-watering recipe that will impress your guests. And if you feel you need some indulgence, please do SMS the keyword Clover to 33650. SMSs cost R1.50 each, and free SMSs do not apply. And to make this amazing cheesecake, we have literally my favorite person in the world, Warren, with us. Welcome. All the way from Australia. What are you doing in South Africa?
I'm here for Appetite Fest, which is a festival in Pretoria between the 13th and 15th of September.
Yeah.
Cooking demos, dinners, events. It's going to be a blast.
Amazing. Now, you're going to teach me how to make this very simple, delicious cheesecake.
Two of your favourite things, cheese and cake. Like, that's what it's all about. So, very, very easy. And we're kind of cheating with an ingredient here. So we're using some custard. So we've got some cream cheese, and we're going to go in with some custard. And that's going to, cut down a bit on the work for us.
Yeah, Clover Classic Custard is amazing. Basically, I've known Warren his whole life, and we do drink down the bottle a lot.
That's all you need for dessert. That's why I'm not slipping into anything else. So I'm going to mix this in here until it goes a little bit softer. And then what I'm going to get you to do, I'm going to add some lemon juice, eggs, and zest. But I don't want it to be lumpy, so I'm going to take my time. Go a bit slower. But what we're going to serve this with is a berry compote. So what's a compote?
It's like a warm berry juicy thing.
Warm berry juicy thing. That's what it is. Okay.
What is a compote?
What Jeannie's trying to say is that it is. It's kind of like a jam. So it's like a berry jam. So we're going to mix this all in together. With the cheesecake, it's going to be a baked cheesecake. So we want something on top of it which is a little bit more tart as well. So we're going to go with that. So in the saucepan here, we've just got some blueberries. I'm going to steal some of the sugar first.
Ooh. Blueberries
First
and what?
mistake. Blueberries, water, sugar. So it's kind of like making a quick jam.
Blueberries, water,
sugar.
Sugar.
Okay. That
How
goes
much
in.
sugar? And heat, I'm guessing.
Heat. Lots, not too much heat. We don't want to do some burning. I'm going to go in with these. I'm taking too long.
How much sugar?
2 tablespoons. Jeez. That's enough. That's enough. Okay.
All right.
Go in there now. I just need you to stir that. Luckily, we have got some that has been prepared. Why am I doing all the stirring? No, we're swapping.
You can be the stirrer, I'm the pourer.
Okay, so get some elbow grease into here.
Okay.
Mix this all together. So the thing about cheesecakes, you've got to have a bit of patience.
Yeah.
Which probably isn't your forte in the kitchen.
Not at all. I'm already losing my patience.
Yeah, I know. You just wanted me to move on quicker. So,
yeah, exactly.
Cheesecake mixture is done.
Yes.
You can move that over here. So cheesecake, we've got to have a good, nice, crumbly base. So here we've just got biscuits which have been crushed, melted butter inside as well, pressed in the bottom. Thing is, I can imagine you doing this. You dump it all in and then it would be spreading around everywhere. So you can take the back of a glass. Pressing it down.
Yeah.
So that way, come on.
Perfect.
Get used
No,
to this.
I'm already adding the cheesecake in.
Down here, press it because you don't want crumbs lifting into the cheesecake.
Okay.
So going in there.
Then we take this mix.
Yep.
Very well mixed. Okay.
Beautifully
Throw that in.
And now
Then
we don't want to
what?
waste. Let's get it all in there.
Okay, next step.
Next step, okay.
It's done.
It's done. Press it all over. Get rid of this.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay, and then what I did with the berries turns out to be this, and we just layer it on top of here.
Layer it on top. Let me get a spoon. Give me 5 seconds. Okay. We're going to go on top. And now I know you love a bit of bling.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go in with the compots.
Yeah.
Spread it beautifully. Edible flowers, just for you.
Beautiful.
They're going to go on top. The crown jewels of the cheesecake.
Warren, this looks absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much for making it for me.
Not a problem.
I love it. What a pro. SMS the keyword Clover to 33650. And if you need a little reminding of these steps, watch this.
Made with love by Clover.
Clover Classic Custard, the creamy taste that takes you back. Made with love by Clover.
Now all women know that a little appreciation goes a long way. And in honor of Women's Month, McDonald's brought together women in corporate, public and private sector for an ultimate night of celebration and appreciation. Now you know your girl was on the scene to join in on the festivities and get a front row seat in some of the most insightful words and of wisdom from our phenomenal South African women. This evening, I'm at the luxurious Table Bear Hotel in the waterfront, where McDonald's has rolled out its red carpet to honor and celebrate the phenomenally hardworking women of South Africa. And look, I'm so here for it. Greg, an event like this is truly fantastic. Why is it so important for McDonald's to celebrate women?
We've got to remember that women haven't had equal opportunities like men have for so many decades, and even women today don't have the same opportunities. So it's a celebration, yes, but more it's a remembrance more than anything else. And as long as we can continue to remind ourselves about equality, that brings creativity, that brings innovation, and that just brings a better country.
And lastly, Greg, what do you think the future holds for female leaders?
Well, I think the rest of the country needs to watch us a little bit. We're 62% women in our organisation, and our business is doing so well. So when you're 62% of the business, you are doing way more than your equal share. So I say, go women, go.
Happy you're one of the most recognized faces and voices in the country. Do you think that there are enough industry leaders that are female?
You know, I think if you talk about industry leaders, it gets a little bit tricky. If you talk about industry players, they're a dime a dozen, right? There's so many of us. I think there's still so much further we can go. And of course, as a mum to a boy, never leaving the boys behind.
Pabi, as a mother, there's inherently this narrative that you can't be a successful businesswoman and be a mother at the same time. I mean, how much are we breaking this narrative?
Well, I think it's very important to caution women that it is going to be incredibly challenging. If you have familial support, if you have community support, financial support, you can definitely do what it is that fulfills you while you have children. And I actually think that's better for your kids. When they see that mommy's a success, it really stands them in good stead.
My hope for women who have big dreams and want a successful career is that you are the gift, because you've got the skills, you've got the ability. Believe in yourself and have passion for what you do, and you will succeed.
Mentorship is very important, and much more than just having a mentor. Young people have to think about how they choose their mentor, what makes people qualified to be their mentor. And I always say you should choose a mentor whose professional life you admire and ethical values you want to emulate. Stand your ground, own your voice, have the courage to be bold, because that's something that's very rare. Everyone wants to fit in the mold and not do something extraordinary.
I think firstly it really gives a declaration of what we stand for as a brand, and a brand McDonald's, that for us supporting the empowerment and the rising of women to their full potential acknowledges that McDonald's believe that women make a significant difference in the success of our brand. I think what most women would have to decide is they'd have to define what success looks like for them.
I think as a man, you know, you see we have so much issues in South Africa, and here tonight we had strong women. They are mothers, they are sisters, but they're also fighting it out in the corporate world and doing things. Absolutely inspirational.
Women who normally feel like they're suppressed and things, but in McDonald's, women, we're the majority. So, you know, we feel that we dominate the McDonald's world. So, you know, it's important to celebrate our achievements.
We need to uplift the youth, and we need to show people it does not matter where you come from, it does not matter if you're a mother, a career woman, a wife, you can do it and you have to do it.
Ladies, the time is now. Take your dreams and make them happen. I'd love to give a huge thank you to McDonald's for bringing together a room of inspirational women for an even more inspirational evening.
Still to come on Afternoon Express, it's all things design as we chat to fashion entrepreneurs Candy Smith and Refilwe Mokwa after the break.
The search is on for the next brand ambassador. After an astounding number of entries, one text message can change it all. 10 regional finalists have been chosen in the mother city. What will happen when you put these creatives together in one room? Tensions will rise, boundaries pushed, and concepts scrutinized.
That's The Next Brand Ambassador, tonight at 7:30 p.m. on SABC3. The stage is yours. Proudly brought to you by Capitec.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, people across South Africa have been submitting their hashtag TIOT9 audition videos on various platforms. But the question everyone is asking is, was mine good enough? Now, we all know doing an audition video is really stressful, and posting it on your socials is even more nerve-wracking. But the best way to overcome this fear is to just be yourself. Breathe and enjoy it.
Absolutely, and that's exactly what Kim did with her entry video. Let's have a look.
Hey guys, so I've already packed for the mango page. This bag contains confidence. This one is the game plan, and this one is my bikini, which I'll be living in most of the time. So I have a few strengths. I actually have more strengths than weaknesses. I have like 2 weaknesses, and I seriously had spiders, so there's no spiders on the island, and no snakes, please. But other than that, I am energetic, fun, bold, brave, team player, and yeah, let's do this. Team Mango Peach.
Well, I'm down for that. I love this one. She's being really honest.
Chilled.
And she's got personality, she's got a vibe, and she's got a bag full of bikinis.
So important when you're going to Curacao. Of course, Jeannie, I absolutely love her too. Now, remember, all you need to do is record a video of yourself describing how you would outsmooth your competition on the island. Load the video on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, but do not forget the hashtag TIOT9. Or visit tropica.co.za, fill in the entry form, and submit your video. And you could be winning smooth fame and fortune this season of Tropica Island of Treasure, Curacao. T's and C's and more information can be found on tropica.co.za.
This is Season 9 of Tropica Island of Treasure. Welcome to Curacao in the Caribbean. Buy Tropica and come find your smooth fame and fortune. Audition online now to compete with your favorite celeb, and you could join us in paradise and stand a chance to win your share of a smooth 1 million rand. Grab a Tropica for details and see you in paradise.
The more Tropica you buy, the more chances you have to win hundreds of thousands of prizes. Tropica, nothing smoother.
Now, Candy Smith's interest in fashion began at a young age when she picked up a needle and a thread to sew clothing for her dolls. She is now stitching development in the Free State as the chairwoman of the Free State Fashion Council, a non-profit agency aimed at giving back to the community by providing mentorship programs for the youth. Joining her on the couch, we meet fashion entrepreneur Refilwe Mochwa, who is launching her official brand, Refilwe Mochwa, at the Free State Fashion Week after being mentored by the best in the game. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Lovely to have you here.
Thank you.
So you've got some incredible things to show us. But first, obviously, you started your label and then decided that, you know, through starting your label, you wanted to help other artists and designers. Why did you do that?
I always had a passion for development and skills, basically development of other kids, because growing up, seeing the lack that there is in fashion design, I decided, you know what, one day I would really want to give back to the designers in the Free State. Yeah,
absolutely.
Beautiful.
And you've now, through the initiative and being the chairperson, of course, of the organization, you've now started the Free State Fashion Week.
Yes.
How's that been for you? How's the journey?
Oh, the Free State Fashion Week, we've been in 4 years now. So it started 4 years ago with up-and-coming designers, professional designers, students, because we also have the Free State Fashion Hub, where we train these designers over a period of 2 years to become fashion designers, and then also give them an opportunity to showcase. So yeah, that's what the way it all started.
Absolutely. And Refilwe, we are seeing some of your incredible designs on show here today. But how has Candy helped you in your fashion journey?
It's amazing. I started showcasing with Free State Fashion Week 4 years ago, when it started, actually. Wow. I did the show there, and it has exposed me to so many great things. Actually, on top of the list is we are selected, some of her designers, right? Yeah. I'm included. We're doing the Brooklyn Fashion Week.
Yeah.
Wow,
in New York.
Congratulations!
Yes. We're going to take a bite out of the Big Apple. That's amazing.
Yes, yes. So
congratulations.
For me, this is one of like the major opportunities that I've had working through the Free State Fashion Week.
Absolutely.
It's been awesome.
So we want to know a little bit about this collection that you're showcasing here today.
Should I take you through?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one, I call it the Superwoman Cape.
Yes.
So what I basically think of when I make designs is I think of the kind of woman that I'm making clothes for.
Yeah.
And that can be like anyone, from a working mom, a person that is invited to speak at events, emceeing, a lady that's going to church, because you see there with the purple dress, I wanted something that you can walk in a meeting with, but you can still rock at church. You know, I don't want to make boring clothes, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And the second one from that is the safari suit.
Yeah.
That's
You
my
said that,
favorite.
yes.
As it came in, I said, oh my goodness, I need to get my hands on that safari suit. I'm obsessed.
And she's dying for a safari, so that's your
I'm gonna
outfit,
hook you
girl.
up. I'm gonna hook you up. You must just tell me your size.
Thank you.
So that one is for like a casual, but you still want to stand out. You don't want to be boring, but you can still
listen, you
go to the mall
are
with
absolutely
that.
killing it. Thank you so much for bringing this beautiful collection.
Thank you.
Congratulations on
Thank
all
you
of
so
your
much.
efforts, and it definitely will be rewarded in Brooklyn, USA.
Thank you so much.
Maybe we'll go with you to cover it.
Yes, absolutely. Looking forward to that, and more to look forward to after the break as Tabsy gives us a very sultry Women's Day performance.
Yay!
One, two.
I got wounded the first time I heard about her. I heard she from Dubai. You think she can give you so much more? My heart shattered the first time you lied about her. You said you don't love her. No.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express, performing our anthem. To all the ladies out there as we wrap up Women's Month, we've got Tabsy here performing Ilula. Take it away.
Thank you.
I got wounded the first time I heard about her. I heard she from Dubai. You think she can give you so much more? You said you don't love her. Now you just don't know. Ilula lendaba, ilula lendaba, ilula lendaba. It's the typhoon ilula. It's the typhoon ilula. Dear mama, Anita woni tan, Anita woni born, Anita woni shoni. Ilula lendaba, ilula lendaba, ilula lendaba. It's the typhoon ilula. It's the typhoon ilula. Dear mama, Anita woni tan, Anita woni born, Anita woni shoni. Your time is up. Salagate, baby. I'm gonna find me a real man. Indodema, dodemi. I'm too precious to play seconds. Don't play yourself. Utengu fanba, utengu fanbungu bani. I'm my own woman. I don't need the drama. Don't even get me started. Cause I'm too precious to play seconds. Don't play yourself. Utengu fan bandi yazi. Ilula lendaba. Ilula lendaba. Ilula lendaba. It's the typhoon ilula. It's the typhoon ilula. Dear mama, Anita woni tan, Anita woni born, Anita woni shoni. Ilula lendaba, ilula lendaba, ilula lendaba. It's the typhoon ilula. It's the typhoon ilula. Dear mama, Anita woni tan, Anita woni born, Anita woni shoni.
Absolutely brilliant.
Good night.
Bye.
Made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.